going on, everybody? This is the Objective Jerk doing another, not a podcast because this is a reaction to a trailer. So I'll post it on my Rumble and BitChute, but not gonna be on the podcast because it's not gonna be very long either. So I'm gonna watch the Superman, the new Superman trailer teaser. I guess I haven't watched it yet. I've seen clips or whatever, but I'm just not excited about this. I really don't care. I've never been a big Superman fan. I was always more Batman, more of an anti-hero kind of, but I liked Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill's Superman. I guess I'm in the minority, but I liked it. I wasn't a fan of Superman until Man of Steel. I saw that in theaters. And I was like, oh, man, this is pretty cool. I love the fact that he broke General Zod's neck. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, my God, he shouldn't. But it's like, dude, he had no choice. He made a hard decision, and he obviously didn't want to, and he was upset about it, But I don't know. Maybe I'm psycho. But I liked that version of Superman. So when they, canceled everything, and now they got a whole nother Superman, I was just like, what, already? I just was like, I lost any kind of interest. And I haven't even watched the last Batman movie. Like, it just didn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? I don't... And it's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix. I could watch it, but I have no interest to watch it, man. I don't know. Now, to be fair, I'm not like a huge, comic book nerd or anything. I grew up. I read comic books. I drew, made up my own superheroes and stuff like that. But I wasn't like... I only, I mainly read like Punisher and X-Men and a few other, Deathlock or some Spawn, and I wasn't really into DC. I never got into DC. But growing up, I watched the Superman movies. I enjoyed them. But it was like whatever, okay, I liked Star Wars more. But then when Batman came out in '89, dude, that movie I was like, oh, dude, this is badass. This is awesome, right? And then the Superman Returns came out, and again, it was like, okay, it's entertaining, I guess. There are things I liked about it, but it was kind of cool to see the updated special effects to see what Superman could do, as opposed to the early Christopher Reeve ones. But, it was, I don't know, it didn't hit, obviously it didn't, do what they intended it to be. And part of it was because I never really liked the gee golly ho hum good natured Boy Scout Superman and Clark Kent thing. Like, it just was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. He's supposed to be hope and all that stuff, but it just, I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. You know what I mean? And so when Man of Steel came out, I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go watch it. I mean, the trailers, I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool. I might watch that. I'll go watch it. And then it was like, my cousin, we went to theaters to go see a movie. We didn't have one picked out. And it was like, oh, well, hey, let's watch Man of Steel. Okay, cool. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. It made me not like a super fan or anything, but it did make me a fan of Superman. And, and then Batman versus Superman, I like the extended version, which is what only thing I've watched. I haven't watched the theatrical version, but I like it. You know what I mean? It's not the greatest. There are things that could be done better, but overall, I did like it. I kind of wish they would have did a second Superman before that, and then maybe do a Batman movie and then do Batman versus Superman. It's like they were trying to rush it. I think it would have been much better that way. They were trying so quick to get to the Justice League, But then look how that went, And I like the Snyder cut Justice League. I'm not like a Snyder fanboy. I don't like Army of Dead, Rebel Moon. I mean, there are things I liked about it, but overall, it was kind of not. He needs to not write. I've said it before. He just needs to direct. You know what I mean? And that's kind of one of the things is like, Snyder is very visual, and I'm a visual person. Of course, I like a good story, and good characters and all that stuff that goes with it. But I love soundtracks and visually, I like, you know, just, you know, I'm a visual person. So from what I've seen of this movie, it looks like a TV show. It looks like, you know, Superman and Lois or Lois and Clark, and like it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't look. It doesn't. I'm not gonna. Maybe someday, but like I said, how long has Batman been out now? 2, 3 years. I haven't watched it, and I love Batman, but it's just there. Other than the cinema, see that movie looks great to me, but it's just like, except I don't like the way the Batman. I don't like it. It just nothing about it was like, I don't know. It just. I loved Affleck's Batman actually. His suit, his look, and everything. Like I thought it was like, that's it. That's Batman right there. You know what I mean? I love the Christian Bale movies, and I even love the old, you know, obviously Michael Keaton and everything. But to me, the way Batfleck or Affleck did it, his suit and everything like that, like I was like, dude, that's for me, that's Batman, you know. But you know, I'm the minority, I guess. So anyway, enough BS. Let's watch this and see. Maybe if I watch this, I'll actually kind of want to see it. I doubt it though. But here we go. Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? Okay, I had to check. I don't like the suit. I don't know. I'm not the red underpants. Like I like that they removed that for Snyder. That was one of the things because I just think it looks weird. I know people are like, "Oh, that's the original Superman." I get it, you know, like that's. But I've never liked that. So it's like now that they brought it back, I'm just like, I don't like his suit at all. Guy looks like my son, kind of. How's he bleeding? You have to watch and find out. I like that they have the old school Superman. I mean, it's, you know, obviously, you know, not the same thing, but it's, you know, it's the same notes, the same whatever. It's an homage to it or whatever. So that's pretty cool. It just, I don't like the way it looks, man. Cinematography, whatever. Like it's so, you know, bright and I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know. It looks like a TV show. I don't know.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
What's his face? I think he looks to be a better. That was one thing I did not like about Batman vs Superman was what's his face is Lex Luthor. I think he should have been a different character. Maybe that was similar to Luthor or something. Or maybe he should have been like the kid, the son of Lex Luthor, and then got killed. And then we actually, in the next one, he would have dealt with Lex Luthor himself or something. You know what I mean? Because he was, I don't know. I didn't like that. But in this one, he looks kind of like a bald James Bond. I'm digging it.
Superman.
See, I saw that, and that's the thing that, like, so the guy throws, you know, the can and whatever, and you can see the move. It should, like, he shouldn't, his hair and everything should not moved at all, to me. Like, it should have just bounced right off. But you see his head and everything moving. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have his power in this point. Who knows? Yeah. See, it looks like Shazam. I I don't know. Like it doesn't.
Welcome back.
All right, I gotta get rid of this guy. Let me go back to. I'm gonna put it on a cool scene. So this was kind of cool. Wait, where'd it go? Oh no, this is this guy's. He's talking about the son of a. Well, I'll just leave it on that. See, like that to me, I mean, it's very Guardians of the Galaxy looking, obviously, and that's the thing though, is like the brightness worked for outer space and all the kind of whatever, but I think for this it just doesn't. I don't know. It looks like Shazam, which is all right. I haven't even seen the second Shazam. I don't know. I'm just not really into the way they're going. You know, I'm not a Snyder boy or whatever, but I would, you know, I'm more them than, you know, I am whatever this is. I don't know. I just, you know, there's some cool things to it, like where he protects the kid from the things blowing up and whatever. This guy's talking about all the. See, this guy's probably like an actual. He's a fan and knows what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about as far as. Like, I know the dog is in the comics. And. You know, he has a dog in some of the whatever, but like, I don't think he looked like that. I'm pretty sure the dog. I thought the dog was like a white looking shepherd or a Labrador or something. I don't know. See, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to try and be like, I'm just pretty much an average normie. Oh, there it is right there. So that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, see this part right here. No. Trying to. See, this was kind of cool, you know. But again, it's just the orange. It's just so much brightness. Like it's not. I just don't dig it. I don't know. You know, and to be honest with you, there were parts of Superman Returns that I felt like it kind of hit me in that spot. You know, there were parts where I was just like, oh man, the hope, I guess, and the thing that Superman represents, which is great. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, it's hokey or whatever. Like, I like that, but I don't know. Like, I like the way Superman Returns looked. Like, its trailer is more appealing to me than this trailer right here. Actually, you know what? Let's watch that. Let me Google that and let's kind of watch that. It's been a long time since I used to have that movie, but I don't think I do anymore. Superman Returns. Let's see. So we just watched that trailer. All right, let's watch this one. And maybe we'll even watch the Man of Steel and we'll talk about it. I wasn't planning on that. This is
time. Where did you go?
You have great power. Even though you've been raised as a human being, you are not one of them.
It's not easy for me to live my life being who I am, keeping secrets.
Clark, hey, welcome back. I see you've already met the Munchkin.
Hello. Yeah, well, you've been gone. Fearless reporter Lois Lane is a mommy. But if you ask me, she's still in love with you-know-who.
That's right. I forgot where he's like scoping them out in their house with his X-ray vision and stuff. But I mean, God, this came out like what? This is early 2000s for sure. I want to say I saw it. I think I saw it when I was waiting to come home from Iraq the second time. So that would have been 2006, I think. So that's when this came out. Again, not a perfect movie, but
How could you leave us like that?
I moved on. So did the rest of us.
I don't really like that
The world
actress.
doesn't need a savior.
I didn't like her as
neither do I.
Lois Lane.
Lex Luthor.
This is kind of a little reunion, isn't it? Heck, I'm a fan.
I'll have advanced technology.
Thousands of years beyond what anyone could throw at.
I liked Kevin Spacey as I think he was a good Lex Luthor. I just didn't like his what his plan was. You know what I mean? It was kind of like build a big island to sell, real estate, oceanfront real estate, and then he was doing it at a kryptonite, so Superman wouldn't be able to. Maybe I have to watch it again, but that's what I remember as far as the plot. I don't know.
But millions of people will die.
Billions! You wrote that the world doesn't need a savior.
It's a little
But
dated.
every day I hear
The
people
special
crying
effects
for
there,
one.
but it looks fine.
Come on, let me hear you say it just once.
You're insane.
No! That. No, the other thing.
Superman will
Bring it on! Now fly.
Yeah, that's what that can should have done. Yeah, 2006. Okay. Yeah. See, I mean I've seen this movie, but I would rather, based off the new trailer, and then I'd rather watch this. You know what I mean? This looks more appealing to me than the new trailer. I don't know. Now let's do I do own Man of Steel. Man of Steel trailer. But it's been a while since I watched it. Trailer 3. Let's just do... Yeah, kind of a short one. I don't want to do... I mean, that was a pretty long one just that we just watched, but... And I know it's darker and all that, but... See, visually, like, just those... I like the way it looks and the way it's shot, you know? They're trying to make it, more real. And the new one is like very it's like the comic book come to life, which some people like, but I don't know. The only thing that bugged me about this was when he was a kid, he's wearing a cape. Why is he wearing a cape? Who would inspire him to wear a cape? Like, kids today wear capes because of Superman. But if Superman was a kid, who inspired him to wear the cape, you know? I don't know. Maybe he's just, I'm trying to think of what old school, who had capes? I can't even think of any right now. That would, you know what I mean? Like from the radio days, or like, what was that? You had the Phantom, but he didn't have a cape. Dang, what was that one movie? I don't know. It's like, so he just thought of it, I guess. It's like his own thing. Maybe he's a kid and he put on the cape, and so that's why he wears the cape, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's how. But that always kind of was like, what? How's he wearing a cape?
Is behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Yeah, see, that's cool looking. Like, I don't know. Now this, I don't know. The way the S is a little, I don't know. I don't like the new one. I think it looks stupid. I don't know. Let me see. That was a little way too short, I think. Let's try this one. No, let's just do the third one. Screw it. All right. So you get to see Krypton a little bit, which was strange, like crazy. But
Goodbye, my son. hopes and dreams.
I remember I saw this in 3D. The only movie, first and only movie I saw 3D, and but I was like pretty like the beginning of the movie. I was just like I forgot what I was kind of watching because I was so into this movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're watching Superman.
What's trouble with you?
He'll be an outcast. I'll kill him.
How? He'll be a god to them.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? What if a child aspired to something greater?
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You're the answer, son. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. And I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks? For some, he was a guardian angel.
I always thought he looked like Wolverine there.
A ghost.
And then
he
he
never quite fit in.
I haven't seen the Deadpool movie yet, but I know he's in it as Wolverine. But yeah, I always thought he looked like Wolverine there when he was holding up the scaffolding or whatever, the crane.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
You believe your son is safe?
I will find him!
My father believed if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S.
On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S. How about
Excuse me.
To be fair, the newest Superman movie is just a teaser. But dude, I think this trailer is so much better. You know, even in the Batman, Superman Returns looks better. Like I'd rather watch those. Like they appeal to me, just the trailers, you know. I don't know. It's like the newest one is made for kids, and this one was made. It's like this is the adult version of Superman, and the new one is for kids. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't appeal to me at all. You know, and that's fine, whatever. I'm not like, oh, I'm not upset. I'm not gonna sit there and like give it a thumbs down on the trailer because, you know, it's just not for me, man. It's just not. You know, like I said, I was never a huge Superman fan. I didn't mind what you call it. I didn't mind the Superman Returns, but again, it wasn't like, oh my god, it's so great. You know, it was good. It was entertaining. It had its flaws. I think Man of Steel was better, and it too had its flaws. You know, I mean, how many times can you say that there's a perfect movie out there? I mean, Iron Man's pretty close as far as superheroes go. Iron Man's pretty close. Batman, the original, probably. I guess maybe you could say the original Supermans, but I mean, they're so dated now. You know, and then like, you know, the Batman movies were really comic booky, I guess, but they were dark. I don't know. It's just my taste. That's all. I don't have, you know, people I guess that grew up reading Superman comics and seeing that whatever are really excited about this, and I'm not. I'm a Superman fan because of Man of Steel, so of course that's the one that I like more. But I mean, trying to be objective though, just watching the trailers like I just did, it looks like a kids movie. It doesn't. This Man of Steel looks way better. Anyway, that's about it. I went a lot longer than I thought. So thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.